So in the back of the room we have this gray tray, and this is going to be our reagent table. We have three liquids we're trying to get the density for, so it would really be prudent if we stagger which liquids we start with. So one table or two tables can start with Diet Coke, another table can start with regular Coke, another can use water. And when we're using water, make sure, if you're using the tap water, make sure you turn this on slowly, because too fast it's going to come out like a jet and spill all over. So turn it on gently to fill up your container. Now, of course, we're going to measure using a graduated cylinder. Graduated cylinders are more precise than beakers. Beakers are just holding containers. Now, when we measure, of course, we're eye level, but more importantly, party people, we're trying to get 100.0. Okay? Now, we may not pour exactly, so we're going to use in this green tray here these plastic pipettes, barrel pipettes they call them, and you're going to top off by adding more liquid or taking liquid away in order to get the exact 100.0 for significant figures that we need. And you can pour the extra down the drain. The water, of course, and the Diet and regular Coke all can go down the drain in this lab. Okay, no problems. Now, once we have measured our liquid, we have to mass our liquid. Now, of course, we can't pour the liquid on the triple beam balance. That'd be silly, but I've had someone do that, believe it or not. You're going to take a dry beaker. Now, this beaker, okay, you can mass out. And I'm not going to mass it out here, but you can mass it out once and use that mass 3 times if you'd like, and that's part of your design if you want to talk about that. And of course, once you have the mass of the beaker, pour in the liquid, okay, and of course find the new amount of grams from the triple beam balance, and what you're going to get there, the difference of those two masses is the mass of your liquid. Mass divided by the volume, which is 100.0 in this lab, gives us our density, and we're going to do that for the 3 liquids. Okay, no problems there. All right, make sure that we wash out and try to dry these the best that we can. So wash out your beakers, especially with the sugar, Coke. Diet Coke and water is easily cleaned out, but this is the one when you use the sugar in the Coke tends to really make a big mess. So make sure you wash out your containers, because if you use dirty containers, okay, in this process, then you're going to contaminate your results. If you're doing the density of Coke, okay, with a lot of sugar that it has, a lot of carbohydrates, and then you do water, but you don't clean this out, isn't the water going to be a little more dense than it should be? Yes, you have to be very, very careful to make sure you don't contaminate your results, making sure that when you do this test, wash out your graduated cylinder and your beaker. And that's all there is to it. Okay, make sure when you're done, everything is clean for the lab group in front of you, and you can go on to the next part, which is the calculating of how many grams of sugar is in a can of Coke. Thanks.